So now that we have a working site, we can move on to editing the general settings for the WordPress installation. So let's go. I guess first things first, let's go and hover over Breakdance and go to settings. This is Breakdance settings. And the most important thing is to activate our license right here. In this case, my browser is pulling the data of the license that we have, right? You're just going to paste your license here and you're going to click activate license. This is obviously important because there are some behaviors that they need the active license in order to work in the front end. So once we do that, let's hover over settings. This is WordPress settings, and let's go over general. We are going to edit the general settings here, right? Like here is the Monstera template. I mean, here we can see different settings, and in this case, the most important is that you change your site title. So your brand name and that brand, right? And this is like your tagline. This is like a sort of a slogan. It might be important. It's actually very important because it shows in the tab. I'm going to show you how. And then it's important to choose a site icon, a favicon. So in this case, I'm going to upload a new favicon just because I have a demo that I can show you. Because I can show you how it looks like, right? Just give it a moment. It's important that the favicon is 512 by 512 pixels at least, like around. That's um, the higher resolution, right? And what it is, in the side icon is precisely the icon that shows right next to your tab, as we can see right here. I'm gonna save changes, right? And I'm gonna visit the site. And as you can see, here in the site, we see both things. We see the favicon and we see the brand name, which is this in the general settings, right? Um, so I changed the length of the tagline so we can see it. We should be able to see it here like that. Maybe that changed in WordPress. So yeah, we see the favicon and then the brand name like in here. This is like the general settings. The only other thing that you need to change sometimes is the administration email address. It's going to have our email. Update this to yours. Is going to send a verification email to your inbox, and then you just need to click the link that is going to send you, and you will be able to change this email. This is important because it's like your the administration email for the whole site, right? So after that's done, let's move now into the users. So we can hover here in the sidebar. We can hover over users and click then in all users. We're gonna have only one user, but the important thing is that you can here manage and well, in this case, it's going to be our user, right? So, but you can manage and add new users, delete everything. Like you can click here in the blue button, add user. And as you can see, you can, here's the username, the email, your first name, last name. You can just fill the entire, all of the fields. And then you can just change the role. If you are going to have your own user, we're going to probably to have deliver the template with your user already up. But if you are going to create a new one, it's important to consider the role. If you are creating a new user that is like for yourself or for some close team member, it's best to just select it as administrator, and that won't limit the permissions around anything, right? And then you have different levels of permissions that you can then like sort of personalize, right? And after that, you just click add user, and there is not much to it. You can also recover passwords from users. And, like everything is very accessible here in the user tab, basically in the user page. Like after you create a user, you can actually, you know what? I'm going to create a new user for you in order to showcase like the entire process. So let's call your username, then you your email and Gmail. Let's do this very quick. You can generate different passwords. I don't know if I mentioned this. Like you can click them and as you can see, they change it. And let's assume that we set up a new administrator, right? So we have this new user, which is called new username. And we can now, in theory, try to log in with this new user. You can do that in your site, in the site URL, and you will add the next character, right? Like slash wp dash admin. That will take you to the administrator. I'm gonna click it in a bit. I'm just gonna log out first because once I log out, I can precisely log in, and it takes you to this screen, right, where you can log in with the username, with the password. This. Oh, actually, I don't remember the password, so I can set it up, right? So, so I can click in edit, and I'm gonna set new password precisely. I'm gonna copy this one. I'm gonna update the user, right? Then I need to log out again in order to be able to log in as a user, right? So this cool new username thing has this password that we just copied. And if we try to log in, we're going to see that we're able to log in with the cool new username that we just created. Right, so as you can see, it's pretty straightforward how to handle users. There you have it. These are like the initial configurations of your site. Next we'll be editing the actual pages and everything. So stay tuned.